So let's hope I get a bit more luck than the number. No, that's what we want. We're gonna go with this team. This team doesn't have a perfect record because last game we had to eat the specialist. That may have been my fault because I underestimated stasis. I was rolling 4 stasis dice on nearly every roll in the beginning, and that may have caused me. That definitely set me back. So I may have to start using more assists on the stasis now. So let's go. Yep. Oh, I could have turned the music on, but then again, that I could have turned it on to get the voiceover, you know. But I would have done that if I couldn't get my music working in XSplit. But it's working. Right, okay. Standard events. That's a sys fail. Wow. Okay. So it's saying this is in the middle of the ship, and it's also the one I want to go to start restoring a lot of dice, and of course people are stuck behind the meteoroid strike, so they'd have to take damage to go to it. Anyway, we got an ish amount of damage, slightly below average. Ship is not good. We started with 2 food. I've never seen that before. That's unusual. Has the game changed? Right, music's distracting me a little. I'll probably get used to it as I play more and listen to the music less. Yeah, I'm not used to seeing 2 food. It's a pretty strong team, it is. Let's do it again anyway. Yeah, it doesn't have a pivot because we had to eat somebody. Hey Epic, it's nice to see a lot of my mods in the chat as well. Because I haven't streamed for a long time, so my mods have obviously been away for a very long time as well, and it's nice to see them coming back. And obviously my old viewers as well. It's been changed recently, Dave. Oh, you've been playing it lately? You don't want to start Captain's cut from the rest of the queue. Yeah, I agree, that's bad. But he could run through there because there's no health damage here. He can run through there, take 1 health damage, and boost everybody out. I agree. I don't like it because I can't get to life support either. I like getting to life support early on. But yeah, so we've got low dice, low ship, 2 food, which I didn't expect. Health is ish. I mean, 4's nice, but 2's not nice. Stress is sort of medium as usual. Stress is a little bit high on these 2. That's a ship that looks like it's... Yeah, exactly. This is one vision of what a ship that gets to Mars looks like. With the revolving food discs. Right, okay, so the plan. Obviously, Captain is not going to head anywhere yet. I'm still getting distracted by this music. I'm not expected to have anybody with free time on their hands, so specialist is not going to go and fix anything. Commander, there's only 1 person who has even a chance of fixing this on their own, and that's the captain, and I can't see that happening either. So I think we're going to be ignoring this event this turn. We're just going to focus on this, which is nice because I don't want to go into the next turn losing on 1. I don't want to go into the next turn with 1 ship health. No way space. It could look like a cube. Yeah, this is the only part that's going to land. Right, so obviously doesn't really matter. Technician. Would like to get this assist because last time it was stasis that destroyed the run. Then probably I'm going to send the captain in last. So 6. It could solve it. It's not very likely. So I'm going to start with the tech. In fact, we've got to pay attention to the fact that we're in the medbay here. Who would like to heal? Probably the commander, if anybody. It's also nice to have the captain on full health. In fact, the captain as well, he's gonna come in here. Yeah, exactly. He's got 3 at least, so he's got 3 chances to try to roll a 5. If we roll 2 5s, that would be nice, because if I move him over now, he's only going to have 1 health. And that's going to obviously put the pressure on me to solve health things that turn up. But I would like to heal him as well, because obviously he's going to be on the lowest health when he runs in there. But we'll see what happens. So I'm going to start with the tech, and we're going to try and get 2 more assists. Because last time I think I died because I didn't have enough assists. But bearing that in mind as well, I wasn't even rolling 5 with the tech anyway. All my numbers with the tech were 4 or less. Right, let's go. Oh, I didn't look at the research. Obviously that's really good. That's not too bad in the situation because we're a little bit stressed. That is obviously really good. If things go horribly wrong, we can try and get supplements, I suppose. I would like to get that by next turn anyway, but that's kind of pushing things. He didn't see Matt Damon along, we might survive. No pizza aboard. Right. Yep, fingers crossed, exactly. Let's go, let's do this. Great, that's a good start! That's better than before. You know, I could bring in the assists here, but I can also halve this event. Now, if I bring in the assists, that means stasis rolls of 2 and 3 when they're rolled, and also it will prevent a little bit of stress. But you know, beyond this, it means I have a chance to reroll them. So somebody did mass thread, Codexus, I think. The average you're expected to get is 3.5. So obviously, any stasis rolled you're only expected to get 0.5 higher. With stasis, you'd expect to get 1.5 higher. So those aren't bad as stasis rolls go, because neither of them is a 1. I can reroll all of my 1s, you know, no problem. And I'm going to reduce this by 5. Now, even if I get 2 of these, you know, at best I'm expecting 3.5, 1.5 more, which would be 3, which is less than 5. So I'd expect to gain more improvement from this 5 than I would from getting 2 assists on it 2. So with that in mind, I'm not going to grab the assists. I'm going to put them into repair here. You can shoot me down later when I roll all 2s. Right. Now we have a better chance. In fact, our chance of repairing this with 2 people is pretty good. Now, that of course would mean that the captain would still he'd still probably want to come in here, to be honest. This is going to get annoying being in the centre of the ship, because even though it's not going to hurt us directly, every time we walk through it we're going to take damage, so we want to get rid of this as well. Now, that said, if I move everybody in here, Captain's got a good chance of giving everybody an extra die, so I'm going to continue with that. Now, let's see how the specialist does, because then I can choose between maybe healing and fixing with the commander. So we're going to see how the specialist does. Right, so that's good. We didn't trigger the assist again. We've got a double 4. I'm not going to reload that. Anything I'm going to do with this is shove it right in here and make it... Alright, so we know that Commander can fix this, right? It's impossible now. Commander's special ability is to always be able to roll at least a 4, as long as all his dice don't get voided. So I mean, technically, if I want to forgo a die, I could even send the captain over here, because the captain, I'd have to roll 4 1s twice, because they're not going to get stasis. So if I roll like 4 1s, I get to re-roll them. I have to roll 4 1s again. That's not going to happen. So the captain can also fix this. I should eat the specialist straight away. I mean, if you're going to do it at the end, why not start off with it? No, we're going to try and keep the specialist alive this time. We're not eating anybody, okay, guys? We're not doing it. Not on one number 13. Right, so obviously I can move the captain over here. He can fix this, and he can probably fix it quite easily while also rolling a 5. Now that would mean that Nikki doesn't get an extra die from the captain, but that's not guaranteed anyway, right? That's not guaranteed. So she loses a die. She can get to here now. If she gets to here and she fixes this, and I would really like to fix this, I think that puts us ahead, even though we lose the die. So, I mean, there's two ways. There isn't really a right way to do it. I can move her in here, she can fix this, Captain can run in here and he can shove the things down in research, which would also give us towards supplements, which is a good idea. They're both pretty nice, to be honest. Getting this is nice. I gotta say, I want to get supplements. And that would mean ignoring this for the most part. And getting the captain coming here. Okay, I'll tell you what, yeah. Okay, we're not going to do that. I'm going to stick with the original plan. That's going to be to try to get everybody dice. And if we don't get a dice, then we get as much research as we can instead. Because I mean, I could get the situation where the captain rolls 2 5s and a 1, and he'd have to pick between boosting everybody and healing, and I'd like him to have both. So yeah, we're going to do this. There's quite a few good things that come out of it this way. Right, that's fine. I can repair it. And, you know, I really want the research, but, you know, hey, we can heal. So, right, the chance of the captain rolling 2 5s or higher. He's got about 5. That's like 1 in 12. He's only got 3 dice. So I'm asking him to roll 1 in 12 on 3 dice. That's less likely to happen. We've got this. We know it's going to happen. And if the captain does come in here and I get another 5, you know, I'll just put it down here. He'll be on less health. He'll be on 1, but I've got the 5. So I'm going to do this. Alright. And then the captain. Obviously, he can't heal now. But the captain, another thing I can do as well, captain can start, can take this turn, try and give everybody dice. On the next turn, he can stay in the med bay as long as it doesn't come up with an injury event, and give everybody dice again, and try to heal himself next turn. So that's what we're going to do. So let's go. Explaining out loud takes more time. Yeah, it does. I mean, I don't have to explain it, and then obviously be quicker. I didn't roll extra 5, I got a reroll. Yeah, it helps with the big streak. Yeah, knowing the D6 probabilities helps. I only know those 2 off the top of my head, really. Right. Well, obviously everything gets die. Gonna reroll those because the only thing worse would be getting a double. Or yeah, the only thing worse would be getting a double. There we go. So, this turn, obviously, it would be nice if I could put the food on the captain, but he'll only get 2 dice from it. But I do have 2 food, which means I'm going to have a lot of dice, more than expected. And in fact, you know that I said that captain could move first? He doesn't have to now, because 2 people are already at full dice. That's obviously 3 health, stress on 2 of the people, minus 30 stress over everybody. I've not seen this one before. Well, I might have done and forgot about it. -1 shit. Now, I don't like being on 2 shit because of the side projects, but how much stress does everybody get at? I can't tell if they're at 20 or 30. She's at 50, he's at around 55. +1 health for 3 people. Stress up. We've only got 1 assist. So, but, you know, we don't need it that badly. These people have already got quite a lot of health. So I'm going to take this one. Right, we have 2 food. So one of these 3 doesn't get it. I'm going to make that week 9. There's only going to be another 2 events, although we have 3 to fix. So I don't think the specialist is going to get extra time here. Getting the extra assists and the lowest dice on her ability would be nice. Now, of course, if I do the probabilities better, then I know if giving her dice is the best move. I don't know them that well. They've got more hit points, so it's nice to give them more dice. Those are the same. Stress is low on everybody, obviously. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the commander and the tech on this one. That's not too bad. The ship can't be destroyed. I kind of want to get to the front of the ship to solve this. That's an injury one, obviously. So it makes a lot of sense to send the commander here because it's also the highest. So the commander's going to end up here. And I think I can send Joy Lee here, and she can try to produce assists, or maybe I should send her here. Because, you know, I said I was going to try and give assists to... Maybe I'll change my plan. Since the last one is obviously the one that I came closest to losing, I might change my user strategy, which would try to get the assists here to get them all on this, and instead get the assists early and use them here on this, maybe this 1-3. So Joy's going to move here, and then I guess the commander could take his move, maybe. He doesn't even. I think I want to get his health up. I do have this. Actually, we want to get this as soon as possible as well. So we'll see what I do after Joy. If I can get this before the captain takes his move, that's kind of ideal. I mean, if I do that, specialist could have as much as 4 die. No, I've got to send the commander there. That's got to go down with 1 person, hopefully. So we've got to do it this way. Right, okay. If we solve this, I'll have 2 dice, and I'll be able to reroll both to try to get either assist or, you know, a extra die from this. Obviously, I solve it first thing to remove the hazards. Now I've got this. Now pair ones sometimes useful. Not here not so much because you need one die. Don't even need a pair. Trying to get a 5 or 6. That works. Right. So I get the assists. Then obviously, you know, die. Now I couldn't get that. That's fine. The captain is going to try and get healed and give a dice at the same time. I'm not sure which one I'm going to prioritise yet. I'm going to roll and see what I get because I might get 2 5s anyway. What are we going to do? Put that. That's kind of useless. So just reroll both. I get 2 5s, obviously I can bank the 6. Right, that works. Research, obviously, die. One-off supplements now, which will probably save it for the start of the next turn. Yeah, that looks good. Obviously, I don't need that. Right. She's got 3 die, which you'd expect to roll, and she's got 2 assists, so she's got a pretty good chance. She's also got 2 rerolls of solving this on her own. So we're going to hold the 4. Now that, obviously, I could grab food from that. It wouldn't be the worst move in the world. And then the commander would walk through the ship and have a go on the last thing. Now, while it's not the worst move in the world, I really don't want to have to drop down to 1 if I can help it. I'm going to use this. So I'm going to have another roll. See, that's awful. That defend the assists. But I can hold that because that's still an improvement over a 2. No point in getting assists now because it stasis on the final roll. Yeah, that's not a deal at all. Right, I can't solve it. I'd have to drop a 3 in here to spend. I mean, unless there was an assist at the end. Supplements doesn't help as much buying it immediately because I think the last person's already got 5 dice. So if anything, I'd want to wait on that. Obviously, that I can't get rid of. Sensitives, no. Assist is a maybe. Stop me taking damage, and something might come up here. Now, obviously, I do want that. I don't really want to waste a die. I think the best thing that I can do here is probably to bank the 3. Then I know that I've definitely got supplements for the next turn. We're gonna tank the damage and hope that we don't get 2 manned ship projects, and then we're gonna use the 4 and the 2 to repair, and that will leave that on at 4, which is really easy. This game needs 1 hero. Yeah, it was bad luck because I had 2 rolls to roll, you know, better, and I was expected to roll better on 1, so it was pretty bad. Right, Commander's going to go here. Gonna roll. That's enough to repair it if I use all of the dice. So I might do that, and we'll just hold on to these because I can spend them anytime. Now I could obviously re-roll and risk getting an injury because these are horrible die. Worst case scenario is that I would roll like even worse, or roll a bunch of 5s. I think what I'm gonna do, I'll tell you what I will do. I'm gonna go in the middle. I'm gonna hold these, and I'm just gonna roll these. And that still gives me a good chance of, you know, freeing up these 2s. And obviously I don't want to hold 2 2s, so that's a bad idea. Now, of course, there's a very low chance now that I roll double 1 and I can't even fix it. But this should work. That is a really low chance that happens. Right. I rolled the same numbers. That's fine. It doesn't change anything, right? Everything goes in here. Obviously, that was bad luck again. We're lucky that. See, it was a good reason to send the commander here because he could turn anything into a 4, and we kept rolling low apart from that 1 die. Right, so we're going to finish now. It doesn't matter if I do this now or first thing next turn. We have to hope that we don't get 2 side projects that damage the ship. Yeah, 1 in 36, exactly, yeah. No movement damage, -1 health. That's good. So we haven't got the damage. We don't both. I can pick both of these without destroying the ship. +1 food, -1 dice. See, that's very good because that lets me put the captain on 5, and I'd rather have the captain on 5. And it's an extra dice overall as well. -1 health. That's not bad. But I don't think I'm going to rely on no movement damage this time. I'd rather have the captain at full capacity. So we're going to take this one, obviously. It's week 8, so we're expecting 3 events. So they're going to have, I think, 4 events to deal with, but one of them is going to be really easy to deal with. So, hello, specialist, you have something to do. It's a shame that the commander is down to 3 now because we rely on them for the big events, but you know, we'll handle it. But 23, there you go. Right, okay, that's nasty. 3 injury dice, and it's in fact, we've all got ship. We've all got ship damaging events, and we got to repair them all or fix the ship. So, yeah, okay. This is obviously a very dangerous turn. If we survive this turn, we know the next 2 are going to be easy. So, well, easier. So we just have to get through this turn, and we can burn all of our resources to try to get through this turn. So we got these assists on hand, for example. Now, like I said, I don't want to get supplements, but I've got to. I should burn some dice first. I should eat the ship. I could do. Right. So you know what I might actually do is burn 2 of the lower dice in this. I think it's a 2 and a 3, is it? And get the assists. So I've got 3 assists for this location here, and then, you know, as nice as it would be to send the tech up there, the tech's ability to provide assists and the lab's ability is to provide assists. So there's a lot of overlap there. So I don't really want to send the tech into the lab. Whereas the captain, normally you want to use his ability, but this turn, like I said, we're going to go all out. Captain's not going to worry about his ability, and the other reason for that, of course, is that if I do use this, they're going to be on 5 dice anyway, even if he doesn't use his ability. So we're skipping his ability and we're going to here, and we're most likely going to use the that, because while he could tank the damage. That said, I've got to make sure these go down. But these are easy. I mean, okay, let me plan out the whole turn, so that I know that we're going to fix everything that we need to fix this turn. Because if I tank a more assist into this, can I still beat these? Now, obviously, I'm pretty confident I can beat this, even with 2 die. Commander on here, I'm pretty confident he can beat that with 2 die. And the tech, obviously the tech's gonna slaughter this with her 5 die. That said, that means the captain has to beat this. Okay. On his own. So, the tech, while she's slaughtering this, she's not necessarily gonna roll a pair or triple or something. Now, this person is the best at rolling pair, triples, etc. But they're only going to have 2 dice or 3 if I use supplements. So, I mean, obviously, if everything goes right, they're going to have 3 and they're going to have 4 die. But that's still not going to mean that I can solve this. So, what we need to happen... we're kind of forced into a situation here where the tech has to repair the ship, because I can't, unless I can repair this in one go. And I can't send 2 people here without ignoring one of these. In fact, I'd have to ignore this. If I sent 2 people here, somebody has to fix this, and then somebody has to fix this and repair the ship, and then I'd have to ignore that. So how would that work? Captain and say, doesn't matter, somebody else. Specialist, maybe. Commander. It's still going to be pretty rough. Maybe research can save me. Okay, tell you what, change my mind. Because of how bad this turn is. But if I take the assists, I can afford to reroll and try and get high numbers. Like trying to get 24 on 5 dice is nearly impossible. I might take the override just to see if I get special tools or duct tape. Okay. This is obviously a terrible turn. We can't do much about it other than try our best. So. I'm not gonna use the assists. I'm gonna make sure we get supplements. I'm not sure that's the best move, but that's what we're gonna do. Right, obviously that's bad. We want higher numbers. I need to roll 4 5s, which isn't impossible, but that would kill the captain. And rolling 4 dice has got a good chance of killing the captain. So all I can try and do here is just allow him to take more damage, but try to improve on the roll. That's all I can do. Okay, so we improved on the roll. We didn't take damage. Now, I can only remove half of this event if I go with the assists. Now, this is a horrible event, so I would like to get this down to 12. The assists aren't necessarily going to be that helpful, and I think I can handle the event without assists. Now, of course, if I do take the assists, I can bring another person in here, but I think I just want to get this down. This turn's not going great. So that's what I'm going to do. Of course, I could spend the 2 and get supplements immediately. No, I'm going to put all in. You know what? I should really be trying to get better research, but even special tools. Well, it would help. Just such a low chance, that's all. And if I get supplements, I won't have any research anyway. Right, so that means we have to ignore the power overflow, and we have to repair the ship. So that means technician next. We know the technician's next anyway because we're going to try and get supplements. This is the hardest turn I'm on, by the way, guys. It's the hardest turn I've been on so far. So I mean, I could lose the game here. We'll be hanging on by a thread anyway, even if I clear this turn. Right, we're gonna move the tech over. We need a good roll here. You know, 5/5s, that would be great. I get a lot of choices then. So, you know, come on. We need a good roll. Okay, that's good. You know, I can repair the ship a lot if I wanted to. Now, obviously, I don't want to delay the inevitable. I say that in a lot of ones that go badly that I don't, and you know, I consider ship repair delaying the inevitable. So what I'm probably going to do is fix it with a 5-3-2, and then we're going to repair the ship, because if we don't do that, it's game over. Obviously, I could re-roll this, but that at best is going to be what? Let me repair for an extra hit point, and the worst is the ship blows up. So the worst is pretty bad. So yeah, we got to repair that, and obviously supplements, I think. Now, obviously, we can't afford assists, but we're on the edge here. Let's see what we get. Actually, I should have done this first to see what I get, but it doesn't matter, doesn't it now? As somebody said to me before, you know, do this first, and then you see what you do this before you sign your dice. You see what project you get. Right, so we're gonna do this. Right, we've got disaster reduced. That doesn't help me. That's 6 research. Now, yeah, great. The ship's not on 1 hit point anymore. Bad. The ship's still taking 5. So we've got to repair this. We've got to repair this. Yeah, it's real bad. Possible we got down. Yeah. Yeah. All down to the commander and the specialist now. It is. Now, luckily the commander is very reliable. So, right, 3 dice, right? So she can't die. She hasn't got as much health as the commander, but she can't die. On the other hand, she can re-roll more. And re-rolling, you can't really re-roll if you're hanging on by a thread. But she can't die on her first roll. Commander, obviously, Commander could fix this without any problems. He's got a 100% chance of fixing that. All he has to do is roll the dice. Specialist doesn't have a 100% chance of fixing this. Because she's got to roll 8 on 3 die, and you know, stasis, you know, anything could happen. So what I'm probably going to do, you know, having said that, the commander could run all the way over here, slaughter this. If I get lucky, you know, I'm relying on luck though, because I need to roll a 5. You know, which you'd expect with 4 dice, you'd have a pretty good chance of rolling a 5 or a 6, and then she'll throw in these assists, and that would allow specialists to re-roll a lot. That said, no, she actually can die because she'd be on 3 hit points because she's got to leave this. She's going to take what? Both of these people take 1 movement damage. So she can roll there. If she dies, it's game over. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Even though the commander is, you know, in a much stronger position than the specialist can re-roll. And the commander can run in here without fear of dying on the first roll. And, you know, because there's 3 injury dice here. I mean, let's face it, 3 injury dice is going to come up most of the time. You know, half the time. So she's going to take a lot of damage anyway. But she'll clear it. And then she's got a chance of giving assist to the specialist. The specialist can work a magic here. So that's the plan. You know, I'd like to down my navigator and sacrifice my crew to the void of space. What are we going to do? We're going to send the commander over here. Now I have this as well, so even if the commander doesn't roll a 5, I can maybe throw a couple of numbers in and get override. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to roll. We got a 6. We got 1 injury, so that's good. We can fix it, and that's what I'm going to do because I'm not re-rolling again. And she's going to provide assist to the specialist. That was the plan, and it worked. Now, obviously, I could spend 3 dice here, but why would I do that when I can use her ability? So, and in fact, I can even keep the 3 if I want. You know, I could even re-roll the 3. You know, why stop now when we can maybe get a little bit more of a tiny advantage? There you go. See, that's better than a 2, and it's better than 3, and it's better than a 0, which would have happened if I'd just thrown all the dice and not used the ability. Now that also means that it gives specialists a tiny chance of enabling the override as well. I don't think I'm going to do that. Specialists now, unfortunately, you have to take a little bit more damage, but it's better than the ship exploding. Now, of course, the specialist could fix this, and the ship's not going to explode. But let me think about that. Okay, since we've got another plan now where the ship doesn't explode, we could fix this. Now, obviously, that leaves this, and the ship drops down to 1. And she'd have like a minute chance, not great, of which she has a rare pair in the forward box. It's not that low. With stasis, they're going to get locked on 1s anyway. Of getting a bit of extra food. Now that said, I don't care. I'm sick of the ship being on 1, and I think I might go here and fix this. Now it's going to leave on 3 health, but you know, this is going to be easy to repair next turn. So, what I'm going to do, I mean, even though there's a higher chance of the ship exploding from me fixing this one than this one. She's got to roll 8 on 3 die. And she's got rerolls. Come on. My luck can't be that bad. Let's go. Sometimes you got to take a risk to get ahead. Sometimes you blow all of your assists on the worst roll you've ever seen. Come on. Come on, 2 rerolls and no assists. Oh my god. This could be game over. This could be game over, guys, because I cannot now guarantee that I fix the ship. Come on, come on, come on! Yes! That's better! It's not good enough. But it's not good enough for me to reduce my stress that she doesn't need to reduce. That's fine. Actually, I'm happy with that. Okay? We're going to bank the 4. We're going to keep the 6 and the 3. And we don't explode. Yet. That's good. That's good. Right. Okay. That's been the biggest strain on me. That turn was the one that I thought was going to do me in. I thought that it was game over, and that would end the win streak, but it didn't. Somehow, I should have screenshotted it at the start of that turn, and then people could share my agony. All I can do now is screenshot, and we survived, and maybe somebody else can screenshot from the stream. I don't know. We haven't been disconnected yet. You guys noticed we haven't been disconnected yet, right? 55 minutes. So if you've been with me with the previous 2 days, I haven't been able to go past 30 minutes rather than getting disconnected. So no disconnect. No disconnect is good. But yeah, okay, screenshot this, and I'll put a little thing for it as a reminder. Okay, we survived. If anyone can screenshot the start of this turn from the stream, things were looking pretty bleak, I have to say. It's just feeds us like the ship will feed the vacuum of space. Okay, well, we survived. That was hard. And we've even survived with cheating death with 2 ship now instead of 1. Now watch me get 2 ship projects that are -2 ship each. Okay. Which means I would have died no matter what I did. Oh, that's good. They did appear. That's good. We didn't get the -2 ship projects. That would have been devastating. I would have been so happy to survive the turn. And then everybody decides they're going to blow up the ship. Right. Okay. So we don't have food, do we? No, we don't have food. No movement damage, no, because we're not going to move around a lot. +1 dice, +1 stress. I don't like adding stress, but only gives 1 die because he's full. So you're suggesting silly things. And boosted stress, which I don't like, but they can handle it. -1 health. I don't really like it because these, you know, that's 2 people that might have to go to the med bay, and I'm only sending them 3, but it's just annoying to drop his health. I think we're going to take the stress increase, even though we only get 1 dice from it. You know, out of the 2 options, it's the better. You check our food stores and it looks grim. I wish we had a ship to eat. Right, so we're not going to cannibalise anybody. Turn them into a cannibal. The different meaning of the word cannibalise. We're going to go. We're going to see how bad it is. It's not going to be that bad, I hope. Okay. Right. So we have life support where we can restore some die. That's probably going to be a good idea for. Let's see. I think that the specialist and the commander are going to give this a good go. Now, we need to get rid of this first. The tech may be able to do that on their own. So the tech's going to move first. If not, then the commander will finish it off. The captain will come here. Specialist will assist. I will take 1 damage, which isn't ideal. But you know, maybe I can't get things to go everything my way. Okay, but we can try and get this done in 1 go. Now, obviously, that's going to make it harder for these abilities, but like I said, we got to do what we can do. I mean, I could even ignore this and take the health damage, but it wouldn't be the worst choice. But that's a lot of people running through there. No, we can't ignore it. Sometimes you have those ones where you're horribly behind early, you're like, we cannibals now. And sometimes I mean, that would be terrible. I get an extra dice, but let's go. Research. What we're aiming for, research-wise, is assists. Wouldn't be bad. If I was going to use them anywhere, though, it wouldn't be here because that's a 2 and a 3 versus injury 1, 2, and this one here, which would be worse, even though it's easier to fix. But it's not a terrible idea to use assists here. Stress reduced? No, it's me that's stressed, not the crew. Well, maybe because her stress has got up somehow. I don't know how. Must have been the event made it go a lot. She must have been stressed to start with. And this is nice, but I'll get it later. Right, so we'll go. Okay, that's not too bad. Unfortunately, stasis went on the wrong die. And we're 1 short, right? Okay, 1 short's not bad. All it means we have to re-roll this one. There's no point taking assist because it's a final roll. You don't want assists on a final roll against stasis. Let's go. I thought it was going to be a 1 again then. Right, that's good because we get a research die out of it. So things are going our way. Now, 6 dice. With the commander's ability and the specialist ability, I think I've got a pretty good chance of sorting this out. Now, obviously, she could die on the injury, which would be bad. I'd have to roll 3 1s. So, and commander's got a really low chance of fixing this on her own. So, do I really want to risk losing the specialist? I know it's low risk, but the probability of rolling 3 1s isn't that low when you think, if you've played Blood Bowl, then you know it's not. 1 in 216 happens all the time. So yeah. So thinking about Blood Bowl is I could kill the specialist. So maybe if I change my plan a little bit and do I send the commander first? Yeah, send the commander in first. I mean, the commander could die too, to be honest. Both of these people could die here. It's only the captain who can't die here. Huh. So, it would be a good time to bring out the override then. Yeah, it's a good time to use override. Let's see what happens. I'm going to send the commander in, and we're going to see how it goes. And we're going to use this because I don't like killing people for no reason. And we got this, which is okay, I guess. Probably not going to use it this turn, but it'll work. Yeah, exactly. Let's see how it goes. That's pretty good. Obviously, yes, this got kind of wasted. Now, I could repair it for like 15. But 2 isn't a bad dice to throw into here. And that's only going to leave it on 7, so I'm pretty confident. She doesn't get to use her ability, which is a little bit of a waste, but obviously these go in here. We still have 1 assist, so the other person can come in without dying. It doesn't matter who comes in, they're not going to die. Yeah, that's an okay move. I mean, I could have waited for the 1s, but we'll see. Now, do I send the captain over here or do I send the specialist? Captain has more dice, he has less rerolls. I'm going to send the captain here, because otherwise he's going to do it here on his own, his ability is useless. So, specialist doesn't get to use life support, but that's fine because she'd have to roll a pair anyway. which is less likely than just throwing any die in there. So yeah, we're going to do it this way. And now the captain as well can restore his dice, even if he doesn't roll a 5, he'd be able to restore his dice on a 2, just not the other person's. Right, that works out. I can't bank the 5 without spending stuff. And I've got a pair of 3s. That said, 5 is his ability. So, yeah. And then I probably won't reroll, let me think about it. Four or 6 would be better. 2 or 1 would be worse. And so would a 5, so that would be bad. If the 3 is already in there, then a 2, 4 and a 6 is better. 3 for 5 is 0. So, and it doesn't have to be higher. So yeah, I'm just going to bank these. I'm not going to try and get higher. And now we send specialists in, and we can finally have a turn where we don't have something exploding the ship. That's nice. Now we have the anti-hemorrhagic here. Sedatives would be nice for reducing them, but they're the only person that's really stressed, so a lot of people wouldn't really benefit that much from them. That obviously I can't use. So this I might use, and it makes sense on these specialists because it means she can tank injury and use her rerolls. So if I have to, I'm going to get this on the specialist. Right, okay. Unfortunately, that's stasis. Because we have a pair already. So I'm going to fix it. And then we just I can either... Yeah, I'm going to re-roll this because, I could get a duplicate, but it doesn't matter because I'm going to buy this. Yeah, and if I get a 1, that's great. And I got 2 chances. So here we go, 2 chances to get a 1. There we go. See, that worked out. Now I don't even have to buy the anti-hemorrhagic. I can save it for somebody else who's got worse luck. So yeah, I don't need to buy the anti-hemorrhagic. I can wait. Although, then again, I say that, but then somebody else gets worse luck. They'll be the one getting anti-hemorrhagic. So I'll buy it now, and then it clears this out and gives me somebody on full health. Plus, I get something new. Choice harvest. Okay. Yeah, especially with 5 dice, is great. Yeah, it was a nice roll. I had 1 in 6 chance of rolling it there, and then I had another 1 in 6 chance on the third reroll. Egypt. Yeah, much repair and food. Right, so we've got, that's quite nice. Because it's plus 2 ship, obviously, and our ship's in a dice situation. That's obviously bad, -1 ship. Would that explode the ship? No. But it's just going to leave me on 1 again. Now, +1 food, we don't need because, the only person who needs food specialist, and she's going to get some this turn. So I'm going to take this, and, I can solve it easily by sending, say, Nikki to the med bay. Captain will be fine. So we're going to take this. Plus 2 ship is really nice at this point. There we go, everybody get dinged. Well, these 2 do. There we go. That's looking good. Stress is looking good. Health is looking... Could be better. I like to say it's looking good. Could be better. Could be worse. But we know that we've got an easy week this week. So we've got a good chance of sending Nikki to the med bay, which is what I just said. And then, if we get an amazing turn, Joy can go to operations. And also pick up assist with her ability. So that's what we're going to do. before I decided the plan before I even looked at the events. Okay, we got the steering rail. We have void, which is horrible, but it's only a 7, and it's -1 food, so we can technically ignore it. Okay, that's not too bad. I mean, because it's only -1 damage at the end of the day. Even if it's going to take a lot of pressure, it's only 1 stasis die. So I see 32, but I also see, yeah, it's easy to solve. Obviously, we're going to use assist on the void. It should take me just 2 people to solve this. So I could, in theory, send Joy to operations now before I even look at the rest of the turn, and then she can try and pick up obviously stress decrease and more assists. That said, how many assists do I need to solve 7? Obviously more, because it's 3 and 4. If I take 1 damage, it's not the end of the world. So we're going to start with Joy. And we're going to work towards choice harvest, I think, or getting this ready. We're probably going to try and set up disaster reduce, but not for this, for something worse. So yeah, I'm going to go to operations. Yeah, I'm going to go to operations. There's no point going to there. I could fix the shit, but no. I could also try to pick up dice in life support. Because her stress, while it's that high, what I think happens on side projects is that when you've got it all kind of low, it averages between 2 people. So she sort of like gets swayed by the person who's less stressed. And on average, this shouldn't be hitting the bad stress things. So I could take it to life support. The difference is here is that while that's got a chance of reducing her stress, this is guaranteed to give her more dice. So that's what we're going to do. Change of plan. We're going to send her here. Right, now we could have reduced stress, but you know, I couldn't have known that in advance. The fact that it's good rolls means that we can bank them. So that's what we're going to do. That's a good roll. We don't need to change that at all. Okay, next up. Who gets the job of fixing this? Not the captain, so it's between the specialist and commander. The specialist is going to be quite strong here with 3 assists, but I could spend them all here on the captain. So what we're going to do, yeah, commander's more reliable. We're going to, well, the commander needs her dice not to get avoided to be kind of relied to. Mind you, they're not going to be avoided. What I'm talking about, yeah, do it this way. Plus, if we solve this early, we might get more food. We know what the specialist is good at, don't we? Rolling doubles. So yeah. Right, come on. Right. Yeah, that works for me, I guess. We can't solve it in any less than 2 die. And we already have a pair. And it doesn't matter what value on the pair, really. I could use 2s or I could use 3s. In this case, I'm going to use 2s. So we're going to over repair. We'll grab some food. And now obviously we wanted to. We have 2 rolls. That's a pretty decent chance. And even though we don't need the food, it's nice to have it in reserve. No, that don't look like a 2 to me. That's not too bad because that's 6 in research. Obviously, I've still got that I can spend at any time if I don't like the dice when they come up. Right, so easy choice, Commander. Assist. It's not entirely a waste because it's nice to get this down, although with the commanders you can live with one low die. 3 or re-roll it. I think we roll. It's extra stress, but it's less pressure on the captain, because on average we're going to get a higher roll out of all of these. Stasis only really matches stress, which is, you know, negligible. Yeah, that's good because, you know, she got ability, and all these are good for repair. We repaired by 22, so well above average. And now the captain only needs to solve this and roll a 5, and that would be ideal. And that looks good. That looks good. That's pretty good. And we got a 6 that I can't even use. Okay, so my best bet is to hold the 6. In fact, we'll just hold both 6s. You know, why not? Or I could even hold a 5 and a 6. I think that's better. No, because I got to put one in here. What am I talking about? So I hold the 6. Well, I tell you what. I'll hold both and see what happens. Think about whether is it better to hold 2 6s? I don't think it is. I think it's the same, but you know, just because I can't be bothered to work it out, we're gonna roll that, see what we get. Yeah, no, that was best. Sorry, that was best. Because I can roll this, and if I get a 5 or 6, it doesn't matter that it's duplicate because I can throw it in here. So I can only get a better result by re-rolling this, by holding the 5 and 6. That was the best thing to do. See, the fact that I got a 6 here means I got 3 6s. That's fine because I can throw that in here. And then I can buy this, and I've only lost the 4. I've kept the high research, so that's great. I missed the disaster reduce. I did. I didn't see that I had it, but even if I'd noticed that I had disaster reduce, I wouldn't have spent it on this one because it's not worth it using a disaster reduce. You use this on something that's really hard to repair when you're in the die situation, like you've got no assists and you know people might die there or something, or if it's like a lot of void dice. That's when you use this. Hey, Dan, you beat it. Nice. Yeah, I know. Fox is right. I didn't see that I could have used the disaster reduce, but that's because I wasn't even considering it. Really, I could have noticed it, but I didn't. I wouldn't have used it here. Specialist 5 dice is great. Yes, it is. Right. So, yep, that's a good turn. We got called home. Huh. You know, that would be nice, but I don't think we need it. You know, we've got one person who's slightly higher in stress, but like I said before, I think it takes average stress into account. So that's good because everybody's going to benefit from that. Everybody's a little bit stressed, but I don't want to waste 5 and 6. Right now we don't need this, so that's way better. Yeah, no problem. I wouldn't have used it there because it was only a 2 stasis, you see. It doesn't matter how high the repair is, especially when we've got 2 people to send over to it. It would have been a waste to use disaster reduce there. Now, then again, if you hate disaster reduce, then obviously you can either re-roll out of it or spend it to make something else come up. Now I think disaster reduce is kind of expensive, but it's amazing when you need it. So I don't hate disaster reduce. Right, +2 health, -1 dice for everybody. I kind of don't want to lose dice when I don't. When they're only going to be at 4, and you know, putting food in is going to be really wasteful. +1 shit, +20 stress. Obviously, I don't want to increase stress, but we do have sedatives and call home, and stress is not bad. So we're going to take this. I'm going to have a look at this kit. Yeah, it's going to put us 5. That's good. We're in good shape. There's going to be 3 events this week. Right, no food. I'm not going to waste food on 1 die. did Dylan eat the shit? So for example, this one is a good candidate for disaster reduce, because even though it's only 19, that is horrendous, and it does 2 damage. Yeah, 3, 4, 5. So basically, right, this is how you look at this event with 19. Imagine if you were doing this and you didn't have assists. Yeah, if you roll a 3, a 4, or 5, that's a 0. So you can only roll 1, 2, or 6. Now obviously 6 is nice, but you can't roll 3, 4, 5. So trying to do this without assists is a nightmare. So imagine just trying to do it with 1s and 2s. That would take you like, on average, 15 1s and 2s. And 15 is equivalent to 52, 53. That's equivalent to like a 53 repair if you ignore 6s. So this is one event that you don't want to mess with. You either burn assists on it or you use disaster reduce. Now in this case, because I'm not confident that I'm going to pull out the disaster reduce, and I've only got 2 people stuck here, we're going to try and do this with assists. But for example, this one over here, that one's not a bad one to use disaster reduce on either, because it's a lot of stasis. You had to leave one to keep the ship safe. Yeah, this event is a pain. This one's not ideal either. It is a lot of stasis and a lot of repair. And it's -2 health all. So we got 2 nasty events. Now, of the 2, I don't want this one to go off because someone's going to die. That's generally a bad thing. So we get another tricky turn. I thought I was out of the tricky turns, but no, it's thrown us another tricky turn. See, we're stuck here, and you know it's nice that it would be to get rid of this one because it's horrible. We kind of need to get rid of this because -2 health all is more annoying, I think, than -2 shit. And this one, I haven't even looked at this one yet, and that one's not ideal either. So we need a plan. Attack. And a specialist. They're at least not stuck. Near the other side of the pole, the options: 1 eat ship, 2 kill ship, 3 repair ship, and 4 just nothing. Right. Tech. Specialist. Commander. Captain. I don't know what I'm going to do. Okay. Okay, I need to work out what's possible. Even this is more than likely going to take 2 people to repair. Now, the commander could pull out something really nice here and repair it. In one go, if they're being backed up by assists. I think it will take the captain or the technician to repair this. I don't think the specialist will be able to do this. I could be wrong. I mean, they've got the power of rerolls, but 2 and having to spend a 5 in here to get more assists. Yeah, it's tricky. Then again, we could ignore this. We could ignore this for a turn, I think, and focus on this and this, which, you know, ignoring what we're capable of doing. That doesn't hurt us as much as these two. So maybe I could run the tech over here. It's tricky, right? I can run the tech over here. She can do what she can. She's gonna try and hit a 5, so that I've got 2 assists for this. Now it could backfire. I could end up with 0 assists. If it backfires and end up with 0 assists, I just ignore this anyway. So it's not the end of the world. So technically, she's gonna go over here. She's gonna try and roll a 5, and she's gonna try and clear as much of this as possible. Then I'm not sure what we're gonna do with the spec. I think Spec's just going to hold on and see what happens. Right, okay. And down here, I'm going to ignore this unless it comes up disaster reduce. So we're going to go over here. Now we're trying to get a 5 here. That's good. We hit the 5. We've already wasted the assist. So we're going to roll again. It doesn't really matter. It's a little bit stressed. She's getting really stressed out, actually. You know, if I hit a 2, that's not that bad because I get a repair. If I hit a 1 again, it's just a little bit stressed. Anything else is higher. See, that's good. Now, obviously, this 2 is going to be a bit useless, and may see this. And it's a shame that, you know, but obviously I need an amazing frame to repair it 26 on 5 dice. So we're going to pick up assists. We're going to see how low this gets. Right, 11, that's not bad. We've repaired 15. Not a valid option, 32. Get assist, yeah, assist, definitely. Fearful, is it worth moving the commanders to medbay for health and research? Was that a waste of a move? This turn it's not a good idea because we've got 2 sort of really nasty events, especially this one, that I want to get rid of. So I could think about doing that next turn, but not this one. This turn we've got to concentrate on getting rid of the events, I think. Right, and this 2. 11. See, now I could put it in for research, but I'm very unlikely to benefit, and I kind of want to just plough through this turn. I don't care about Cold Hard that much that, you know, I won't get this turn. So if I'm putting it down to 9, that's kind of in the ballpark for the specialist to be able to deal with it. I think I can do that. You know, I could get unlucky, so let's do that. If anything the previous run taught me is that I could get unlucky because I nearly died on the previous run. So yeah, and you know, often I would see, oh, that's a 2, oh, that's not going to go repair, that's going to go there, and I do that a lot. And last run sort of made me a bit more cautious now because I could get unlucky. Okay, now the specialist. Obviously could fix this, or I can send one of these over. You'd expect to solve a 9 with 4 dice, wouldn't you? Now, that said, she didn't want to move first because I'd end up burning the assist. So we've got to move one of these first. Now, we're going to move the commander first because there's a chance that we can solve this with one person. And the commander's got the best chance. And, you know, she got the ability, but to even use it, she needs dice. I don't think her abilities comes into the question here. It's just the mere fact that, other than the fact that I can roll, no, so I can't explain it why. She's got the highest chance out of the 2 people here of solving this in one go. But also gives me a bit more chance for the captain's ability as well. So we're going to roll. We don't want to hit. We're going to hit those roll numbers. We don't want to, but we're most likely going to. So we just got to roll. That's what the assists are for. As you can see, that's only a pair of 4s. Right? I'm happy with that because we've solved this. You know, we're going to save it this turn. There's no way I'm sticking around to face this twice. So these 6s go in here. Now obviously, while I can repair the force, that would be silly because I can take a photo down here. So use ability, we take a photo down here. Now I've got call home, and we're one step closer to disaster reduce. Now things are looking good. Yes. Hold on, I'll show you. There we go. 30 games, 12 played, 92.3. That doesn't take into account the game I'm on, so if I win this game, that will be back to 100. Hi, Root. So yeah, currently 1 for 1. The 12th game, somebody died, so that was a kind of an end to the non-dying streak, but the win streak's still going on. Right, so now we can either send the captain over to here or the specialist. Now the specialist is most likely to roll a double or triple, but she's got one less die. So I mean, the other thing to take into consideration is who needs healing and who needs this, and of course we've got this to deal with as well. I was ignoring this because I didn't think we'd be able to solve it, but maybe we can. Yeah, it might be 13 for 13. Yeah, 13 for 13 if I win this. Thanks, sir. Thanks, Chuck. Thanks, Charles. If I don't know how to pronounce that, but no, I'm unlocking it slowly. Early. At the end, at week 2, I usually force feed them human meals. I kind of mean to the crew like that. So I'm getting there on the cannibal unlock, but it is true I don't have the cannibal unlock yet. Right, where was I? Yeah, I got the win streak. Hey, Pretelic, by the way. Where was I, guys? I'm impressed. Did you know what? Because the game hasn't crashed, so maybe it was fixed the resolution that I had to do. So that's thanks to DNA again, as usual. Or it was a router. Either changing the res or restarting the router has fixed the DC problem. So I can change the game title. Let me just clean up the game title a little bit, guys. Because hooray, no more disconnects. And of course, AMA, ask me anything. And then we're back to the game. Now, changing the resolution means that I lost a couple of things that used to be on my stream, like the now playing music and stuff. But it doesn't matter. The game's running, so and it's not disconnecting. That's good. Cannibal is the one you have left for the all present and accounted for achievement. Yeah, exactly. I couldn't even get that too until I unlocked the cannibal. Psychologist was a pain. Yeah, I agree. I'd rather take the tech over the psychologist. Oh, chat was cleared by a moderator. Okay, good going. I missed whatever happened. I missed that. But whatever happened, good job, mod. Right, so we're going to be back. You were typing. Francis is 7 out of 10. That's great. That's amazing. Right, sorry, right, where was I? Okay, so, no, I was ignoring this because I didn't think I'd be able to solve it. Now we've got more of a chance of solving it. I kind of rely having an extra die over having the rerolls, especially because we're out of assists and that void to make them things disappear. So therefore, Although it's kind of wasteful to send the captain there on his own. I could just let this one hit me. I mean, as well, when you consider the fact that that's an injury die, that could kill the captain. Maybe I should send the specialist in to wipe that out because it's an injury die and she can tank it and nobody else can right now. It's kind of strange. Then send the captain over, it's a little bit overkill. Or ignore this, come back when I've got assists. There's multiple options here, there's multiple ways of doing this turn. That's still there, what you're talking about. Ah, that's true. Sorry, the chat was cleared. It's obviously not clear on the screen, so I missed it. Because the chat's coming from CLR, not none thing. The chat's cleared in Twitch. So I missed that actually as well. Because I can't see that chat, it's too small for me. I can only see it in my OBS window. You see this on Godly ones. Right, sorry, I'm looking at the chat too much. Yeah, maximising benefits every turn, exactly. That's what you gotta do. You gotta try to plan for the long turn. Right. Roo, I think you missed the other turn. If you're saying that, because I've had my worst turn ever on this game. This run. And survived somehow. Yeah, we had it. If you think it looks good now, you should have seen it. I think it was like 2 turns ago. It was horrible. We had 4 events, and I thought I think I was on 1. The ship was on 1, and we were about to take 7 damage. I thought that we were going to lose. We only survived because I managed to repair the ship at the same time as fixing the event. Yeah, exactly. The stress will mess you up in the long term. That's why I don't eat the meat until the final week, because for unlocks. Because the stress can mess you up. Right, so back to this. Yeah, that could kill a commander. We could ignore this for a turn. Or we can send the specialist in there, who would obviously they'd get messed up by these numbers, but I tell you what, I don't really want to fall behind, but okay, what's going to happen? Week 4 is going to have 2 events. 3 and 2 are going to be pretty bad. I really don't want to leave this. But on the other hand, if I send the specialist in here, I can send the captain in here. We can repair the ship, we can restore a lot of dice. Restore a lot of dice. Nobody dies, which is a good thing. Obviously, we're stuck with this, but we'll work on it. We'll work on it. I have 2 food as well, so it's not that bad if I lose die, but I don't really know. We're going to do it this way, I think. We're going to repair the ship. That's not a bad thing. Repairing the ship's not a bad thing, so... It's not necessarily the best thing to do, but... Right, I can fix this. It will leave me a 1 and a 3, which isn't a pair. But it gets rid of the events of the captain. If I do bring the captain in. So we're going to bank these. We're probably going to call home. You feel like these 4 are the best? Yeah, I think so too. Have I made this cannibalism? Yes, run number 1 and run number 10 was no cannibal. And most runs I could have beat them no cannibal. I'm just eating for the cannibal unlock. You definitely don't need to eat the cannibal meat at all to win. disoriented. You thought it was done for there when I got some pizza. So the turn somehow with black magic. You like the mechanic? Yeah, the mechanic's good because he gives you a lot of safety with being able to repair the ship when things get terrible. Commander feels lackluster. Most of the time you don't need ability. You roll all 4+ anyway. Why are you on a win streak? I wish I could always roll 4+. The thing is with the commander. With the commander, say you roll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You'd put the 1 in before repair. So basically, you always put your worst dice in, or worst or least useful dice in. So I think commander's ability is useful because you're unlikely to have all of your dice good. So you can always make your worst dice actually useful. You had a couple of random ones in Secretary of State. Not too bad. You can use your ability to get away reading people. Get away reading people. Commander's got the head in your bets. Yeah. And getting more research. Exactly. I can roll high numbers and keep them because I've used the commander's ability. Anyway, sorry. So basically, Captain could send them here. The reason I'm not is because 5 dice. You know, it's a chance he dies. I don't have to read 3, 4, so that's not that low. So I'm gonna send him here. Call home is here for, you know, get rid of duplicates and stuff. We've got a 555. That's good. I'm gonna hold that, and then we're gonna roll these. I may even. No, because we want another 5. I'm going to re-roll these. Okay, we didn't get it. And that's come out worse. Because the 4, unless I use sedatives. I don't know what the stress of the last person is. I've seen the last person is not stressed. But I'm going to use sedatives so that I can bank both of these. Yeah, 555. I kind of wanted 4 5s. What I mean is, you have something like 11, you roll 5 6. But that's less useful then. Obviously, if it's 11 and you've got 5 6. But if it was 10 and you rolled 4, sorry, if it was 10 and you rolled 5 6 1 1 2, it would be useful. You'd bank the 5 in research. Oh, I'm sorry you're not feeling well, Looper. What about call home with your home? Yeah, see, I could do call home, but I won't be able to fill up the 4. If I do sedatives, then I can fill up the 4. Plus, it's more expensive research. I mean, hopefully, you know, I can still get that for cheap. So I'm gonna do this. We've got hack assist. That's good. That's a nice safety measure. Right. That's shit. Everything gets tight. Hold these. Yeah, exactly. I tend not to reroll. I'll tell you something. My very first move in this game on run number 1, I did a reroll of the research projects, and I haven't since then. Since they're mostly always useful. I think it was good. I think it was a good idea on my first mission to do that, but I don't do it that often. Mostly, I re-roll the research to try and max score it out at the end. Right, plus 2 health for these people, minus 1 dice for everybody. That's terrible. Plus 1 food, minus 1 dice for us. That's not good. But I can. It sort of evens out. We have a lot of food. Plus 2 dice, 1 for dice already. No. Not a hectic week, but I kind of want to have a little bit of free time. We're going to take this. I'm going to give this to specialist. The repair researchers are just damn good. Yeah, they're really efficient. I love MCC control. It's 17 repair for 4 research. It's great. Oh, 3 ship damage, low power, and it's got not the best dice. It's got a void in there. We've got off nominal. Well, I wouldn't say that. That's pretty nominal. MCC is brilliant. It is. It's amazing. I could leave the captain here to try to repair again. No, I've got to get rid of these 3 events. One assist. Probably going to have the commander go first. We've got food, so I don't mind that we're starting to run out of dice. I can restore them. Blackbird, I tend to use MCC in disaster to reduce some rooms to 3 hazards. Yeah, exactly. You just don't want to deal with that. I do too, and especially when they're really bad hazards. Centers are amazing too. Yeah, they are. You feel like the 4 cost research credits it is. It is in 2 ways. Because 4 research is much easier to get than 6 research. And the 4 research projects are great value. So I gotta agree, I love the 4 research projects. I also like these little ones as well though, because they're quite easy to get and then you get another project as well. They're good for getting a little advantage and letting you put all your dice in without wasting any. Right. So I'm thinking king. You know, I could move the tech first into here, or use the commander first. The reason for that is trying to get more assists. Now, obviously having an assist here would be nice. So I think I'm going to go with the commander first. Then the tech. Then the specialist would... then the captain's probably going to go over here. Yeah, the captain's going to go over here. And the specialist up there. Right, that's the plan. I do have +1 assist, which is... might be a good idea to save it either for here or use it here. You tend to constantly love using the med bay, but maybe overvalue it. No, med bay is great. Med bay is great. You can't overvalue med bay. Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking about hack. I'm not sure because I also need the hack here. But I think I'm going to send a specialist here. So she could do that. You know, losing T4s would be annoying. Maybe I should use the assist. 4 void is worth more assisting than a 2 void. So I think you're right there actually, he said that. Dylan, you're correct, I think. I should use the hack. And it's stasis as well though. Stasis and void. I'm going to do it. It would suck to lose a 4. Although I think the assist is going to get burned on. I don't know. I'll do it, whatever. It's only a 1 in there. Let's see what we get. So we'll make it something nice. Duct tape. Yeah. Good idea. Thanks, Dylan. That's a terrible roll. I didn't even get to use the cyst on Void. Are you joking? Wow. Okay. Game hates me. It's confirmed. I think I gotta re-roll these. I gotta re-roll him. No, hold on. I get a 3. That's slightly better. I get a 4. That's horrible. This is terrible. I'm gonna get a 5 or 6. That's better. I get a 4. I get 3. That's 3, 3, 3, 12. That wouldn't even solve it still, even with duct tape. We're gonna get 4. That wrecks it. I may not be able to solve it with the commander. Alright, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna I don't know. Huh. Okay, okay. What are my odds? What are my odds? Right, I'm looking to roll. I gotta roll 5 or 6. Ouch, because I can't even roll a 4. I gotta roll 5 or 6. Right, so 5, 5, 5 or 6. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if I roll 5 or 6. Right, that's a 1 in 3 chance, and it. Well, 2 of them. That's like 1 in 12. This as well. 2 5s, and then this to not disappear. Now my odds are really low, I think. I can't work out what my odds are of rolling 3 5s or higher, but I don't think they're great. I'm going to hold these, and we're going to re-roll the worst. And we're going to hope it doesn't get voided. I mean, come on. We've got a good chance it's at least better than 1. Yeah, Dragon's disabled right now. Right, come on, come on, come on. No! Yeah, no! Yes! Okay, that's better. Unfortunately, we still can't fix it even with duct tape, but I didn't expect a 6. Maybe I miscalculated. Maybe I should have gone for high things. I don't know. But you don't expect to roll a 6. Hey! No, wait a minute! Wait a minute, what am I talking about? I completely forgot the commander's ability. We have solved this. Because it's not as hard as I thought it was. Aha! And we get FTC override, which we've just been talking about, which is amazing. Okay, that was good. That was good. Yeah, maybe I should have re-rolled. I'm not sure. The void scares me. So yeah, we had to use the duct tape, but that's fine because I completely forgot about the commander's ability there when I was working out the odds. So now here, obviously, we need these assists, and I'd rather. I don't have to do it in one roll. Let's work this out. She goes here. She fixes this. Hopefully, it brings in assists, or I can send a specialist there. I mean, obviously, the best case scenario here, I rolled 4 6s. That's unlikely. I mean, the specialist could even run straight through, but that would be silly. I want to get these assists first. I could use this as an opportunity to heal the captain, but right, okay, what I'm going to do, change the plan, I think. I'm going to move the specialist first. We're going to work on this without assists. Jolie's going to move down here, try to reduce stress and gain things. I don't know. It'll work out. Maybe I'll even get MCC override. No, wait a minute. That's not going to work out. What am I talking about? Because then Captain can't go over here. But the Captain doesn't need to go over here. Because this. And everybody's going to be in a different room anyway. And I got food. Life support's also not a bad idea. Life support's not a bad idea. Life support's a good idea. Right, I've got it. This is me. I probably forgot about life support last one, and that's what killed the run. Could have saved the 3 for research. Could I? Maybe. You're probably right. I didn't look at it. Right, specialist, life support, captain. I mean, even if I'm taking the specialist, I could move the captain there then. Captain, life support. Yeah, okay. Tell you what, let's do it with the captain. You don't know, we might get so lucky that we heal the captain. See, that could happen, for example. That's pretty good. You know, we need a double 6 to repair it. The chances of getting a double 6 is pretty low. So we're going to go... you can even restore his own dice, which is also a good idea. And I can push my luck. I think pushing luck sounds like a good thing to do. We're going to repair this and hold on to this. We're going to roll that, see what it is. If it's another 6, that's good because it doesn't matter, it's duplicate, I could use it. Right, it's a 3, that's not bad. Now I can either heal him or he can give his dice back. That's a tricky one. Because, you know, he's always got this. He doesn't always have this, but he's much better at using this when he's gone full dice. So, I think I'm going to go this way, even though he, you know, he'd appreciate a little bit extra health. We got called home. Right, now Joy Lee's going to go here. The great thing about life support is you're guaranteed to get 2 dice. You cannot get less than 2 dice here. With whatever you roll, unless you die, obviously. That would be bad. Right, so the 1 and the 4 are good. The double 3s are bad because they're duplicates for the 3 that I've already got. So I'm going to hold the 1 and the 4. I don't know yet if they're just going to straight in. And we're going to, in fact, no. What am I talking about? What am I talking about? I need a 5 or higher. Bad David. Yeah, I need a 5 or higher. We're going to re-roll everything. Right, there we go. We got the 5 or higher. So... one needs to go in here. So I'm trying to end up with the highest number of dice in research projects now. I've got to spend 3. So I think it's this. Call home. Check, which is nice. Then we can bank the 5. We get the assists. So you get some dice. Now that's good. We've got a nice strong sort of, yeah. Yeah, pretty much that. Why they call home? Because the 3 was a dupe. I couldn't have put the 3 in research. through as life support. I can't remember what I had last time. What did I have? Did I have a 2, 3, 5? I didn't have 2 6s, did I? Two, 3, 5, 6. Two, 3, 5, 6. Okay, you make me rethink the previous news now without visualizing it. Yeah, I could have put the 2 into research and the 5, 6 into assists, and the 3 into the thing. So it's possible about the call home. Yeah, that's true. Yep. Yeah, you guys are right. I could have saved it call home for later. It doesn't matter though. But you guys are right. I could have done that with call home because of course anything can go in life support. Right. Anyway, so on to the next move. Yeah. I mean, it's not a bad idea to get rid of the or to use the call home because you get something here and you don't really know what it is until you spend it. Unless the MCC becomes critical. Oh, you're correct. I could have had the MCC and used it here, but you know, it's fine. I'm sure I can still build up on the MCC. But you are right. Maybe I should have held on to it for that. I get error check. Right. Anyway, we'll see what happens. I think we're going to be fine either way. Right, let's go. Right, now obviously that would only give me 1 assist because you get one automatically, so I may as well just solve this. And I'll have 1 die to 2 rerolls. I've got a decent chance of getting one of these. Now obviously I don't have a backup thing that I can buy. So yeah, we're going to solve this. Now, like the other guy said, I could have done the previous turn without wasting dice, without buying the crew, the call home. Now that would have been good to have in this situation because it means that I've got slightly better. I would have had 2, 3 here, and I think it wouldn't have made much difference because I wouldn't have bought. Obviously, I can't buy these. It wouldn't really made any difference. I would have been stuck with 2, 3 here. And it would have freed up a 5 or 6 anyway. So yeah, it wouldn't have made any difference. Yeah, so having the call home here wouldn't have helped because I would never have been able to clear the 5 and 6. So we're gonna, I guess, try to get some slightly higher. It's a bit of a risk, but you know, the odds are in my favour. Got a 2. Now again, the odds are a lot worse now of getting something higher and it not being a final tick, so I'm going to keep the 2. So I would have used call home here anyway. So no difference. But yeah, but you guys were right. Or I mean, I could have used MCC here, but I would have waited until things were a bit more urgent, I think. Like I said, I think on every one that I've played, I don't think I've had a run where I didn't make a single mistake. I've always made, you know, like 1 or 2 mistakes on every run. Even some of them where I made a mistake and then I thought back and thought, I could have done that. You're getting paid to watch Tharsis, that's not bad. That's great. Yeah, I agree. Right, let's look at the options. Right, so we have +2 ship, which would max out the ship. -1 dice for these 2. I have 2 food, so that's not terrible. +2 health for us and -1 to the ship. Now, again, one of the things about health, I'm going to talk about health now. One of the things about health is that it can restrict you from taking moves you want to do. Sometimes you've got when an injury event comes up, you don't want to risk the chance of the crew dying. Now, obviously, I've done that many times. I've risked the crew dying, but that's because I was forced to, because I had no other options. And I always try to minimise that risk. So most of the time, when I've sent someone to an injury event, they would only die if every single die they rolled was an injury die. So, you know, keeping health above 3, I'd say is great. Because you try to keep people on 5 dice, obviously, and when their health is 4 or 5, it would take a lot to kill them, even without assists. So that's good. I don't mind losing 1 on the ship. This is obviously nice because it's +2 ship, and the -1 dice, I could fix that, you know, quite easily. I've got the food. But I'm going to take this because it frees up the commander and the captain a bit more to do their job. So they're both nice, but I'm going to take this one. Yeah, it's plus health, not minus, yeah. Right, so the commander's going to get some food. Right, what have we got? -1 dice all, we got -1 health all, we got ship. Doesn't look that bad to me. These look like, obviously a 1 void, that's the least annoying kind of void there is. We all hate void, but 1 is not that bad. So I'm probably going to focus the assists here, just to maybe just keep us healthy. I don't know. Last run I underestimated status, but it doesn't look too bad this time. We have a good chance of fixing these 3 events with 1 person each. So that would mean somebody would be free. Nobody particularly needs to be healed. Even this person is a lot less stressed after sedatives and calling home. So again, we could abuse life support with a specialist. I think that's a good move. I think that's what we're going to do. And of course, we can set up research. We can set up disaster reduce on the next turn. Obviously, week 2, week 1, you don't do anything. You don't. In terms of repairing the ship, if you're trying to end with full crew, which I am. So week 2, that's technically our last week. So next week, if I can set up 6 research, we've got disaster reduce. It's gonna be a game winner, obviously, and we'll have this as well. Things are going well. I think this is a win, guys. I think this is a win. I'm going to post in the Steam thread because I think I can confidently say this is a win. Oh, when the time to do eat the specialist. I'm sorry, look at Steam messages. Right. Someone says I've got to eat the specialist. I think she's going to survive not being eaten this time. I think the earliest I was able to confidently predict a win was at 5 weeks, but yeah, it looks good. So, who goes where? Captain's going to come here. He's going to give her an extra die. And then... that's an extra die for research when she comes here. The tech is... going to do one of these or one of these? I think the tech's going to clear this one. And then the commander's going to clear this one. Okay, so we know what we're doing. And Captain's going to move less because obviously 1-2 states, it's not that bad. Yeah. So we know what the plan is. How many of the fastest ones of odds you must learn the secrets? Seems like you got easier bits than you do. There you go. Which ones are streamed? 4 to 13 streamed. 1 to 3. I wasn't confident of, maintaining a win streak because I just started. And only the end of 4, I think. Although I might be wrong. Or it's the end of 1. Maybe. Actually, yeah. Yeah, I think I streamed the end of my first one, and then it was either 4, and then it may have been 4 to 13 streamed. Yeah, but it's a mess. I shouldn't be typing this saying it as well, but yeah, I did upload them. They're up, but they're a complete mess. But this one hasn't disconnected. We're at 2 hours now. We didn't disconnect. So next time I have problems with disconnections, DNA, you're going to do this because you know my memory is poor. You're going to remind me to unplug the router and check the resolution. So yeah, remind me, DNA, if I get connection problems again, to unplug the router. You hope the guy you get to give him 44% because it's too random. Right. Anyway, sorry. Right, let me get back to streaming because not everybody's chatting. Some people are just watching. What was it in? Let's start with roll. That's a good idea. That's a good roll. We only burned 1 assist. That's a great roll. We didn't throw a double. I think I'm going to fix it with a 15. And then obviously we have research, so... Oh, for that matter, can I get an assist here? And would that help? No. Yes, I can. If I don't mind spending an extra dice to repair. I think I'm going to do that. I don't care about food at this point. Well, I would do if I was going for score, obviously. And while I can repair this in 3 dice and stick 2 to research, I think this turn's going to go pretty well in general. Assists are great. I lose. Yeah, no, yeah, it's an easy decision, I think. This is baffling for you. You did forget how much it's so undefeatable. I was going to feel like I was getting good at getting you 20% win rate. You reckon it's the res? Steam discussion's kind of baffling. I work for NASA with engineering degree, experience in management roles. that's even better than my description of the game. That's brutalic. You think you only had one last week, you couldn't pinpoint a point where you messed up. I think I could kind of pinpoint where things went wrong last time. I had horrible rolls, but other than that, I totally underestimated Stasis. Right, so, right, Commander. I think Commander was next, wasn't he? But look at all these assists. That's beautiful. We're going to head over here. If we get lucky, we'll get to repair the ship at the same